Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Your gun doctor here. Weapon changes with Season 5 that slipped through, got deleted, slipped through, and now they're finally there, actually updated. I don't know if they planned to bring it this early, but since after they screwed it completely up, they now pushed them out. Which means the Val got nerfed, the Fennec, MP5, OTS, and the handguns got completely destroyed. Let's look at the numbers, what that exactly means. There are timestamps in the description below, so jump where you would like to be informed. Let's start with the Val up there. Gun had 47, 37, 30, and 30 damage. Now it does 42, 33, 27, and 27. That means on each range, one shot to kill more apart from only headshots, which then brings it to not being able to actually feasible on headshots anymore, because you would need 3 headshots to get a lower time to kill. 8 shots to kill is mostly what you're going to achieve with 6 chest shots and 2 arm and leg shots. That means you still have to hit a huge amount of arm and leg shot. That means you still have to hit a huge amount of chest shots to actually get a decent time to kill. But this is very important now as a sniper support in the damage fall of as an SMG as you've been using it. Technically with 3 headshots you could still get a low time to kill with 7 shots. But realistically, so the 407 is not far away, but realistically for that, you need 3 headshots now, and that is a significant difference to needing 1 headshot for the good time to kill, especially we all know how the ASVL behaves, at least on mouse and keyboard. On controller, I don't know how feasible this is now. Then going over to the MP5, it's an interesting change because it did actually not really ruin the gun, it just made it less reliable. So the time to kill is still the same with 7 shots close up, hip fire, very good, but they lowered the tummy and arm and leg damage, and that is the huge difference, because now, especially when you're playing the hipfire version, hitting tummy, arm, and leg shots is extremely punishing. And we're now going for 6 chest shots. That would be 6 times 34 plus 49. We're 253. One single tummy shot still gets us the shots to kill. So if we would hit one single tummy shot, we're good. But if we had an arm and leg shot, now it will lose us tremendously. I mean, that is 27 to 34 damage. That's minus 7 damage, 246. 1 shot more to kill. And that is for every shot that goes in that direction. And if we're looking for the hipfire version, that might exceedingly hardcore happen. So you're relying hardcore on really hitting those chest shots, especially if you're going for 8 chest shots instead of now getting the 7 shots to kill with the headshot. Now we're having minus 7, minus 7, minus 7. So 3 arm and leg shots are still in, but if you hit a single tummy shot, then also in combination with that, you're still not there with the time to kill. So they pretty much balanced the MP5. They made it less forgiving. It's still good, very good actually, but it's way less forgiving now. So you might meet those weird moments where you're like, man, why did I lose this firefight? Oh yeah, because arm and leg and tummy shots get nerfed. So that is really where you're going to be like, feels different now. Like the bullfrog thing, where the bullfrog, if you hit your headshots, you feel insanely awesome. But the bullfrog, if you miss one of those headshots, you're like, wow, where did my time to kill go? The Fennec got a slight bullet velocity buff, which makes it different. It's good because sometimes you're annoyed by the bullet velocity of the Fennec, but it needs significantly more to be useful. I would say it needs another 20 to 30% to be anywhere where you would then like to play it as a sniper support too. Now for the pistols, this is quite annoying because they kind of ruined them. They made the very good pistol, the MP, and the Sykov completely gone. The M19 also as an akimbo was really viable with low shots to kill. And now you're kind of up there. So the secondaries are real secondaries. You can't play them as mains anymore, which I think was their basic idea, that you couldn't say, oh yeah, I'm going to be playing this as my main gun now with Ghost straight away, which I find really sad because akimbo used to be a valid option, but now it's just gone. The MP went down from 42, 40, 34, 34 damage to 40, 37, 34, and 31. So your shots to kill, you would need 1 headshot, 4 chest shots, and then 2 arm and leg shots are possible for 565 time to kill. That you used to be able to achieve with 3 chest shots and then 2 tummy shots and 2 arm and leg shots. So we do have the same shots to kill, but as you see, you now need a headshot and it's way less forgiving. So the gun is still good, but from a forgiving part, and we all know how the IMP wibble wobbles around, it really went down in that, and that can be very annoying. Ignore this part that used to be X akimbo part. Then for the Sykov, we're down to 31, 31, 23, 23. We have a 551 milliseconds time to kill. That really can't keep up with things. We have to hit 6 chest shots and then 3 tummy, arm, and leg shots is what there's in. Headshots don't do anything for you, so you're stuck at 551 milliseconds and you won't get away from that. Plus, your movement speed is absolutely atrocious and you hate yourself when using it. For the M19 Akimbo, the M19 Akimbo used to have up to 200 milliseconds time to kill, very low, and you could achieve very crazy time to kills. The problem is the gun is way less forgiving now, so we changed the damage tremendously. You need 2 headshots, 1 chest shots, and then 3 arm and leg shots. The 3 arm and leg shots is really good, but you literally have to hit 2 headshots with Akimbo to even remotely get the low time to kill. Else you're gonna end at 400 and most likely actually at the 9 shots to kill, especially with the arms and legs being so low in comparison to the chest. So this is really like 2 headshots with Akimbo to get this. I mean, you're gonna have these moments with the M19 Akimbo where you're like, and someone is dead, and you're gonna have these moments where it's like nothing at all. I mean, this is how Akimbo has always been, but the M19 used to be at least reliable. I think the M19, I think the AMP can still be played because it has now more magazine and it's an absolute zoomer beamer, whereas the Sykov and the M19 Akimbo are definitely out, and I think that actually makes the Diamati now more viable again. So from all these pistols, if I look at this, the AMP might absolutely be viable still, even though they massacred it and they made it way less reliable because you really have to hit the 4 chest shots, but it still works. I like that they're doing these changes. What are you thinking about this? Handguns were fortunate enough to evade the initial balance overhaul. These changes aim to place some of the most powerful secondary weapons at a power level that is more in line with other weapons of their class. And I think that is exactly what they're trying to do. They're just trying to put a little bit down so it's not like completely broken anymore. Saying that though, the AMP, I think I'm going to have a gameplay video for you, is doing still fantastically well. Then the OTS, I think, has one of the biggest changes. When making large sweeping motions while aiming down sight with the OTS, players could find most of their iron sights obstructed by the rear iron sight. This type of sightline obstruction can be frustrating when attempting to effectively track enemies. The OTS really suffered from that and it forced me to play a sight. Can we play without a sight now? Now let's see what the ODS has to offer. Better. Yeah, better. I guess we could play without a sight now. Like it was before really that the complete gun would go over in. Like this now you can actually follow that. Yeah, it's possible. Okay, you know what? It's possible. This is definitely something I would use now without a sight. I would be able to really shoot this. GG. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the recent changes? I know the answer is going to be, but your changes are useless without an anti-cheat. Well, the answer is the anti-cheat is useless without any kind of content. Because again, I like to say it over and over again because I see it in the comments. Even if we had an anti-cheat right now, the game would still be in a terrible state in terms of content and longevity. So you would be able to play the game without cheaters, but you wouldn't be able to actually enjoy the game because there's missing content like crazy. Then again, some people don't care about content because they're playing Rebirth Island like crazy. Like me, I love Rebirth Island now, chat. So I'm really happy about this. I'm enjoying Rebirth Island, mainly because I can also create more content with that. And Verdansk has just become extremely stale for me. And I'm saying that as a lifelong Battle Royale player that plays Battle Royale from the first minute on, that just likes the big maps actually, and I hate the tiny maps. But Rebirth it is for me right now, mostly solo squats, just having fun, zooming over the map, showing my superior movement that I've acquired over time of learning. Thank you, Joe, for all the pointers. Been increasing like crazy and feeling very good. I think these changes are important. These changes definitely balance it out a little bit more. And the MP5 was definitely a too dominant force that needed some kind of nerf, even though not many players have been playing it upside and downside. But it doesn't change the fact that the gun used to be absolutely forgiving and crazy how fast you could kill people with. I mean, on 20 meters, just hip fire it and you're still good to go. This is good. This is needed. This is necessary. And I'm looking forward to more of these changes, hopefully more content. Because right now, I've done this video. I've done the former videos. I have 4 videos more uplined right now. I think there's going to be another OTS video with the new Ironsight. But yeah, I'm just about done with all my content for this season. Please give me anything Raven Software. I need it. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the video. Play the guns. Try the AMP. I'm currently running it like this with the Serpent Wrap, 30 round fast mag, Tiger Team Spotlight, Task Force, and Sound Suppressor. You've never zoomed faster over the battlefield and you can still clap Jimmy's hard left and right. You actually see a gameplay video of this coming because the gun is absolutely menacing still, but it obviously is less forgiving. That being said, it's fantastic fun to play. I wish you a great, fantastic time. Don't forget to subscribe to find your way back for more. Road to 100K is clapping, even though with Warzone falling off on YouTube. See you in the next video.